If you haven't been in the most recent live streams that I've done, then you might not know that I have had cancer. I found out December 20th, which was actually my wife and I's 4-year anniversary. My life has drastically changed in every possible way since then, seemingly. Found out it was invasive squamous cell carcinoma. I found that out because a tumor basically exploded on the surface of my skin. Rapid growth, very aggressive. However, a month or so before that, I'd already gone to the doctor. I haven't been to the primary care doctor in a very long time. Haven't had a primary doctor for like a decade. And I just decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to see what's wrong, to kind of have my first aggressive moment of accountability as an adult with my body. I assumed the worst just because my weight and just how I felt, to be honest. So that was kind of already a thing. I decided to go to my wife's primary care doctor, who she'd already been going to just get the ball rolling. I'm assuming there's damage. Let's see how much there is. Let's deal with this and not just sweep it under the rug. And so I decided to go and have a blood draw, to go and have everything done. Wanted to deal with anything that might come up. And so I went to the first doctor visit, spoke with the guy, said, hey, listen, I'm not being dramatic here. I wouldn't doubt it if I have cancer. I wouldn't doubt it if I have diabetes. I wouldn't doubt it if I've got everything under the sun, okay? I'm here to deal with it. I'm here to be accountable for my actions of what I've done or not done, could have done, for my body, for my health. And it's time to do business and deal with what I've done. And so the doctor just kind of looked at me like, okay, you're not being dramatic, huh? Interesting. And I'm like, I'm not bluffing. And so we did a number of the blood tests. We talked about a number of different things with the weight and my eating and exercising and different things to increase those things and to improve upon everything. I'd already been intermittent fasting, if you've ever heard of that before. That is a way to allow your digestive system, your body, to burn off the glycogen, the glucose out of your system, and to be able to switch over to ketosis or ketones as a source of fuel. So ended up doing that from basically 390 was what my highest weight was. I got down to roughly 360, a little bit above 360. Going to the doctor, getting the blood lab results showing I am pre-diabetic, showing my triglycerides are at dangerous levels with fat in my blood, at risk for a stroke, for a heart attack, heart disease. I mean, you name it, just about all of it. And it was shortly after that first visit, getting the blood work done then, that I had the tumor explode, the invasive squamous cell carcinoma. And then I was referred to a doctor in Lafayette here. He said, oh, that's cancer. Then said immediately go straight to Indy. Straight to Indy. Go to the cancer center there. Okay. Walked out of the room within 45 seconds of seeing me. Wow. Okay. Just really no bedside manner. Just very to the, you don't want somebody with dealing something very aggressive or whatever's going on to sugarcoat it, I guess, but very just stone cold. Okay. It's cancer. Okay. Went to Indy on my 4-year anniversary with my wife, December 20th of 2024. I found out that the cancer doctor there confirmed, just by looking at it, that that's a cancer tumor, 100%. We'll do a biopsy to confirm that, but that is 100% cancer. They said it was that type of skin cancer, invasive squamous cell, invasive squamous cell carcinoma. But they also said it was lymphatic cancer with the lymph node system. I'd already had a ultrasound done and then a CT scan done. And all of that confirmed that it was cancer cells, and that it was growing very rapidly, visibly able to see it. And so the doctor said immediately, you're going to have surgery. We're going to cut this off, and we're going to have to take quite a bit more of the skin around it off as well. And that's the only option you have. Whoa. Okay, so you're going to do surgery on me. You are going to take more than, I guess it makes sense. Take more than what's actually there to make sure it doesn't stick around. There's no active cells left. But it's going to be a very dangerous and aggressive surgery to do that. The doctor could not answer any of my questions. How long have I had this? What stage is it? What is happening? What is going on? Are there any other options? Can you do radiation? Can you do chemotherapy? Can you do anything? Like he just said nothing besides we're doing surgery. We're doing surgery. He did a biopsy. It was just shell shocking. I'm focusing on my dumpster business. I'm focusing on getting through the winter time. I'm focusing on real world problems, I thought. And come to find out, I had much larger problems. And so I ended up leaving the hospital, went to the parking garage. That night we were supposed to go to Logan's Roadhouse to celebrate our 4-year anniversary. And I was already intermittent fasting, which just means not eating for a larger period of time during the day and then having a smaller window of eating later in the day probably. And so I'd already done that, and I was planning on getting some Burger King and then going to Longhorn to have my second dinner in that smaller amount of time. Again, I was already losing a little bit of weight doing that. Basically just decided in my truck, sitting there, getting the news, you have cancer. Technically, the biopsy will confirm it, but everyone is telling you you have cancer. You have to have surgery. This is it. This is your situation you're in. And I just sat there. My wife's blowing up my phone, asking me, hey, what's going on? Did they say it was cancer? Was it something? Is it benign? What is this? What's going on? And I just sat there in silence, closed my eyes in my truck. I was in the Ram 2012 dually, and I just decided right there, I'm not going to have surgery. I am not going to be sliced and diced by this doctor. I am going to do anything and everything else besides this. I'm not going. I'm not doing this. And so I decided from here on out, I am going to fast. I'm going to water fast, which is basically intermittent fasting extended 4 days. Just drinking water, not eating anything. Didn't know what really the plan would look like or what that would really be day to day, or how long I could even go. I didn't know. But I decided I'm going to do this. And I'm going to get some help, because the person who I learned about intermittent fasting from to begin with, his name is Chris James. His YouTube channel is called A Healthy Alternative. I had been following his channel since 2018. That's how I learned about the intermittent fasting. But I had basically been abusing the system, eating garbage food while intermittent fasting this entire time. at least more aggressively the last couple of years. Going from 390 down to roughly 360-ish, a little higher than that. And I basically said, you know what? I'm going to talk to Chris. I'm going to schedule a consultation with him. I believe and have seen proof of other people that water fasting in general, heals the body. It detoxes the body. I don't know if that can fully do everything for me, for my cancer that I have, or if this is a supplemental thing. I didn't know at the time. I'm like, I'm just going to do this. So I came home, told my wife the news. It was a rough night. I had a consultation with him that next Monday. Meanwhile, understand I'm still running my business through this whole process. I never stopped. Through the weekend, I went 3 days with no food, just drinking water. I had no idea what I was doing. The Saturday, I basically went to Indianapolis to Beef and Boards, which is a dinner theater, buffet dinner theater. And day 2 of water fasting, or day 3 usually for people, is extremely demanding of the body. A lot of detox symptoms, a lot of, if you've been eating a lot of garbage food, fake food, processed food, a lot of chemical reactions in your brain. You're addicted to these processed foods that they've purposely made addictive. And so I was having crazy detox symptoms to the degree, my understanding is almost or even more aggressive detoxing symptoms than the hardest drugs out there. Okay. I could barely hold my head up. I could barely function. I could barely do anything. And so went to the dinner theater. My whole family ate food. A Christmas Story play was playing, or they were performing, and I didn't eat. I didn't eat that Sunday. And then Monday came around, and I finally had the consultation I had with Chris James, a wellness coach, training and showing people how to fast, how to detox, and do it safely, and among other things. And so talked with him, got a full plan together to help heal my body, to recover, to rid myself of the cancer, but ultimately to change my environment from the inside out. And so that's what we did. I continued water fasting. I got a bunch of tools together to be able to aid my body, to supplement, not food, but rather energy, and to supplement and help my body detox even further. And so I did my first water fast, 0 food, for 46 days straight. 46 days with no food. I had some salt. I had some other supplemental things to help detox and take some of the symptoms away. And then I ate for 10 days. I felt amazing. Going through the end of December there, through all the way through my birthday, January 31st. I literally didn't have any birthday cake or ice cream or anything. I wasn't eating. I decided if I wanted to live at all, then I'm going to keep doing as much as I possibly can. In the meantime, my cancer tumor had already exploded. Like I said from the very beginning, it exploded in the growth, and it had since actually stopped growing. The tumor itself, visible to my eye, stopped growing. Besides losing weight and seeing the changes there, with literally the body going through autophagy, if you've never heard that word before, it's a process of the body consuming itself, but it's consuming specific things. Fat cells, toxins, cells that need to be recycled all over the body that are not productive. Takes out the bad stuff, rebuilds the good stuff. But in the meantime, you're losing weight. Even drinking a gallon a day is what I was doing for the most part. and my cancer tumor had exploded and then eventually come to a point where it stopped most of the way through the first 46 days that I did with zero food. I lost 82 pounds in the first 46 days. I then refed for those 10 days. Best 10 days of my life. I had watermelon to break my fast. Oh, it was just amazing. Amazing. Meanwhile, every day I was running my business. I was running the dumpster business even through the slower time. January, February, both months are the slowest months of the year for me here in Indiana. We got snow on the ground. We got 0-degree temperatures outside. There wasn't much business to be had in January. Very similar numbers to previous Januaries. However, February, as I was getting into that 10-day refeeding, I just about doubled my numbers in February, which I was not anticipating. I mean, quite literally, it was, wow, it just kept on coming. I was in shock. In the meantime, I was still trying to make sure that I can actually keep going. Like the main purpose of breaking my first fast was because I was actually throwing up bile, which it's not a dangerous thing. It's just produced in your gallbladder. It never shuts down like the stomach does during a fast. And so bile was coming up and I couldn't stop throwing it up throughout the day. And I'm like, I can't do this while I'm driving down the road. I can't do this dropping off a dumpster in somebody's driveway with them talking to me as I'm vomiting this bile out of me. It's normal. Trust me. Maybe might sound scary. It's actually not. It's normal. I didn't know that at the time, everything going on, but it was not sustainable. That's why I stopped at 46 days, no food. I stopped that. I refed for 10 days. Got a lot of hydration and water, and inflammation went back. And then went right back into another, not a lot, but went right back into another fast that I did for 19 days. Again, you normally might not go that quickly back into a extended fast after how long I did, 46 days. Normally people refeed longer than that, but I was very, very aggressive. My mindset, my focus, everything. This is literally life or death. If I reject the conventional way of doctors having no clue why or giving any answers, but just slicing and dicing or, nuking me, then I decided in my mind I had to mentally be just as ruthless and aggressive towards my mentality to do what I do to heal my body from the inside out. And so that's what I did. I went another 19 days, only after eating and really more juice than anything for 10 days. And by the end of the total of 75 days, I had lost 100 pounds. 100 pounds in 2.5 months, which is bananas. And it sounds super dangerous, which if you listen to the mainstream medical system and how they all operate, then they would absolutely say that's the truth. It's dangerous, and the truth is it's actually not. Fasting is not dangerous. It depends on how you start it and how you stop it, preparing for it and coming out of a fast. That's how people hurt themselves. It's not by the fast itself. It's by how you start it and end it. And so I would ask you to please trust me, because I've literally done a lot of it at this point. So it may sound crazy, and that's okay if it still does to you if you've never heard of it. But like I said, February was crazy numbers in the business. Doubling previous, not crazy enough, like all-time highs, but in the middle of winter with, again, still 0 degrees outside, snow on the ground, ice on the ground, doubling it was pretty wild. And so getting through the second fast that I did, I was showing better and better numbers. By the end of those 2 fast periods that I did, my A1C went from 6.0, which is pre-diabetic, down to 5.2. I was no longer at risk for stroke, heart attack, or heart disease. I no longer had sleep apnea. I was no longer snoring due to my throat clenching up and not being able to breathe in the middle of the night. My wife can confirm that. Everything basically reversed. All of my weight, of course, the 100 pounds that I lost, everything changed. It was a physical, it was a mental, emotional experience. I had a lot of times where I broke down emotionally, just weeping, or just uncontrollable, not laughter, but just joy. Just things that I just couldn't explain. Why am I so happy today? I don't know. It looks terrible outside. I feel great. Like, what? That's really not normal for me. Unexplainable, just, you know, having a good time, having a great day. For zero reason, just wild. And then spiritual. I had a number of things that I believe God brought to my mind that I needed to deal with. Some past hurts, some things with family, some things with friends, some things about myself, dots that were connected that I've never considered before to be connected, and they were connected. Very emotional, very, you know, I wasn't seeing visions or anything like that, but a lot of trauma stuff coming out of my life. And everybody has trauma. Everybody's going through stuff. I'm not the only one, okay? But just wow, just getting to deeper and deeper levels of my life, just kind of unraveling and being right before me, just seeing everything going on that I've never really been able to see that in depth with that clarity. And the business picking up in February and then getting into March. I moved on from water fasting, which is very aggressive. Obviously, autophagy, the body literally, I can go into it a little bit here, but like the body literally breaks down fat cells. The fat cells shrink. They don't go away. You don't lose fat cells, but what is stored in the fat cells, they're reserves really for the body. And so the proteins, the H2O, which the body uses all of it. It either uses it or loses it. So the protein, the H2O, and then the carbohydrates or the fatty acids, and the things that are stored in there, which are primarily toxins the body can't really break down, my understanding is, in some of those fat cells, because the fake food that we're eating doesn't actually, the body can't break it down. It was never meant to be able to break it down. And so it just sits there because the body doesn't know what else to do with it. It's unable to handle that poor of a quality of nutrition. And so it just stores it because that's better than letting it just float around your body as toxins. And so it stores it in the fat cell. And so losing that weight, the body shrinking. I don't actually have like loose skin, losing 100 pounds. I got fat, okay, but I don't really have the loose skin. I really didn't lose much muscle at all. I do believe I lost some dead muscle. The inactive muscle technically is what it would be called, not active muscle, which wasn't serving me anyway, so please take it, you know. But the body doing all of that, the primary focus being this cancer tumor, going through the wintertime, going through all this difficult time in the wintertime with this tumor, taking literally my life into my own hands. I ended up seeing my lymphatic system start moving and pumping, which is the sewer system of your body, pumping the toxins, pumping the dead cancer cells out, pumping everything that's not supposed to be in my body. It's not naturally there, not supposed to naturally be there. And so my lymphatic node on my right side of my pelvis, after 30 days, it started pumping. And then the left one, after about 40 days, started pumping. And then getting more scans done. My primary care doctor saying, hey, we need to go get a second opinion. I can't treat cancer, so you need to go to somebody else who actually treats cancer. I'm like, well, but I'm not going to do what they want me to do, probably. Even if they have another opinion of what to do, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the practicing that they want to do on me. Ain't gonna happen. He's like, well, okay, well, we at least need to get you there and see what they have to say. For you to be able to say, no, I really don't want the help. As a last resort, I'm willing to help you, but only if you go to another doctor. Okay? So we try to get in with a second cancer doctor, and that's leading up to even today, right now. Still haven't met with him. It's been almost 3 months since the very beginning there, when we tried to get in with a different cancer doctor. And they've ghosted me. They don't return phone calls. They don't anything. And I've got some, at this point, all my conspiracy theories have come true, so I really can't say a whole lot about a conspiracy, but I believe the truth is they see in my notes that I have been fasting, which there are doctors who have lost their medical license, been in trouble, deep trouble, from helping people naturally go about dealing with cancers and different chronic diseases and things. They've been blacklisted from the entire medical community, all these things. Just look it up. There's a number of people who have shared their story of being completely pushed out of the conversation altogether, only after going through and sharing and helping somebody go through it a natural, holistic route. I believe my notes say, and I know they do, they say that I have been doing all these things, fasting. My doctor has been documenting this. And I don't think there's a doctor who really wants to meet with me, who wants to keep his license, or knows enough about it that they could be in trouble. And so I only got just recently, I only got scheduled for getting a appointment with this other cancer doctor after my primary care doctor called their office in the middle of my appointment with him, and basically ripped them to shreds and forced them to give an appointment date before he hung up off the phone with them. They didn't even want to give an appointment over the phone. They denied getting the referrals. They denied my calls, my voicemails, that it never happened. All of those things they denied. Oh, we have no record of any of that stuff. Sure you do. Sure you don't. So, in the meantime, seeing the cancer tumor stop growing, it shrank, and then I actually had pieces come off of the tumor, the size of a booger. I literally have a picture of the tumor piece that came off. I didn't rip it, I didn't pull it, I didn't cut it, I didn't do anything. Came off on its own. Besides shrinking and it looking like it's falling apart, looks like it's flaking off, to be honest. That's been happening over the last month and some change, more aggressively. And so I went in from the 46-day fast, the water fast. I did a 19-day water fast. And then I went into dry fasting. Dry fasting is, it's dry. No food or water. Which I had a full week of preparation for that. Again, I don't need to hear the garbage in the comments of, that's dangerous, Daniel, blah, 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 blah. If you prepare for it, it is not dangerous. There is safety and all of it. In fact, your body actually increases in water hydration. Your body water percentage actually goes up during a dry fast. The body continues using autophagy, but it's at a much higher level or degree of autophagy. But it also uses the H2O in your fat cells more efficiently. So I actually went through a higher hydration feeling going through these dry fasts. Now, this is actually my 4th cycle of doing a dry fast. Mostly I've done 4-day cycles of dry fasting, and in this time I lose a lot more weight. There's definitely some hydration you lose. You gain some of that back doing a dry fast. However, it's not gaining the same weight if you are using your diet as a tool and changing your diet, essentially. So I am not eating processed foods. I have not had animal products for the most part since December 19th. I have not had any of those foods out there that are just not even real. All the preservatives, all the fake things. I've only been eating fruits and vegetables pretty much this entire time. That's all I've really had. Long story short, I will be making, I already have, I mean, making a full lifestyle change in my eating habits for my future health. But to continue what I'm doing, I've been eating nothing but fruits and really vegetables, which there's tons of sugar in the fruits. And everybody and their brother says, don't eat the fruit, Daniel, because there's sugar. Sugar will grow your cancer. That's actually not true. And I'm living it, so I would appreciate folks not saying blah, 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 because the truth is, processed sugars, they absolutely will help your cancer grow. Sugars from whole foods, from real foods, fructose sugar that has the fiber, that has the nutrients with the sugar, it's normal for our bodies to digest and to use. Those do not grow cancer, period. I don't know what else to tell anybody else out there. I'm telling you, they don't. My tumor did not grow while eating nothing but fruits and sugars all day long. I overate just as much as I used to, but on fruits and vegetables. And my cancer tumor did nothing but crash and burn. Since then, since all these, the water fasting, the dry fasting, we're in April right now. It's been over 100 days. I've lost technically over 100 pounds in this process. It's warmer now. It's even busier now in the business, which I am grateful for anything, but even busier now. My tumor has stopped growing. It's now shrinking. There's physical evidence of that. There's now blood evidence that my body, tracking the cancer properties in my blood shows that I have 0 cancer left in my body. To the degree that blood can be tested and to see if there's cancer left in my body, I have none. All of my organs, through all the crazy fasting, it probably sounds crazy to other people. It sort of feels crazy to me now, but honestly, not so much. What I've done to literally save my life naturally, I believe God's way of healing and repairing, detoxing, what I've done to myself through my diet, through what I've eaten, that I've willingly put into my mouth, I've healed my body. I have no cancer that it can tell and detect. I have no organ damage. I have nothing wrong. Everything is working. Everything has been reversed. Everything. From sleep apnea, the blood issues, high blood pressure, everything has changed. I don't have calluses on my feet anymore. I don't have calluses on my hands anymore. People say my skin looks more full. Everything looks better. I don't even know about all that. I have no loose skin. Everything has changed. The last thing for me to do is to get a scan done from only a cancer doctor can get me to be referred to be tested. I'm waiting for that scheduled appointment from the cancer doctor who the office really didn't even want to schedule me. April 29th is the day that I go for that scan. That appointment will then allow me to be referred to get the scan, which could probably be same day or next day. I'll be going to my wife's medical place that she works at, where I will be able to get the test done, and then they read results within 24 hours. So I will know for sure. Not only is there 0 signs of any cancer in my blood, but any other straggler, cancer cells that are not intimately connected with my blood system in my body, which I find hard to believe because your blood is everywhere, just about. So to be able to say right now, I'm in remission, that is true, which learning about cancer diagnosis and remission and cancer-free terminology is very interesting. You can be in remission but not be cancer-free. No detectable cancer in your blood or physical evidence that the cancer is still active. But to be cancer-free, some doctors will say you need a scan. So for me to be as thorough as possible, to show 0 signs of active cancer cells, I need to get a scan done. So that's what I'm going to do. So as of right now, I'm in remission. In less than 100 days, with everything I did naturally, I went from diagnosis to being in remission. And then I'm now having to wait until the end of the month here to be able to see the scan that will, I already believe I'm already there, to be able to say that I am cancer-free. And that probably, I can't prove it now, but I already am cancer-free at the recording of this video. It's April 14th. Even since less than 100 days, I believe I'm already cancer-free. The physical tumor continues to shrink even more aggressively while doing these dry fasts. I've been able to maintain the business. I had a ton of plans to do through the winter time that I was not able to get done in the business, but I was able to keep everything going. All the bills have been paid. I'm behind a little bit with some bills, but I'm rapidly catching up and being able to get things knocked out. So all good there. I'm still alive. Hey, I'm still here. Didn't have surgery, healed my body from the inside out. I'll have that confirmation soon enough. On top of the cancer, everything else has been reversed that I had issues with. High blood pressure to the sleep apnea, night sweats. I used to have a lot of sweating at night. Things on my body, just everything. I've got a long list of different things maybe I'll put here. But my body has changed. My life has changed. My marriage with my wife has changed. There's a whole lot more I could say about this. If you're interested to hear any more, if you have not seen my TikTok channel, if it's still even up, because I'm about to get banned on there, because of announcing that I reversed everything and I'm nearly cancer-free from going natural and fasting to get rid of everything going on. If you want to watch my channel there, it's my name, Daniel Stanton. The username is Daniel Helper. I was using it to talk about dumpster stuff occasionally, a lot less than here on YouTube, but I wanted to document my journey on there, so I have. And also since then, I've been migrating all of the TikTok stuff over to my new YouTube channel, again sharing my journey of this water fasting, dry fasting, healing my body and reversing my cancer. I have a new YouTube channel that I don't know where that'll go, but I wanted to put it out there for people, at least documenting my journey, where maybe it can help somebody else out there go through anything. I believe fasting, the different degrees of fasting and everything, cannot just lower your inflammation and feel better. Arthritis. Oh yeah, I did have arthritis in my hands, my fingers. That's gone as well. That was almost immediate going away. But I believe, to my knowledge, every cancer, every chronic disease can be fully reversed. It may not be tomorrow, but if you follow a protocol that detoxes your body and helps your body heal itself naturally, I believe everything can be reversed. Short of growing a new ligament, if you got your arm cut off or something. I don't know if your hand will grow back quite, but whatever you got left, I believe the body can heal it. Well, I have no reason to believe it can't. If it can reverse my cancer, it can reverse just about anything. And at this point, the burden of proof is on somebody else because I have results that matter because I'm still alive. You know, like what the heck, dude? So I'm assuming there's quite a few doctors and big pharma who are not thrilled with me, and they can go fly a kite. I'm here to get the truth out and share my journey. It's always been the truth on this channel to share my journey in the dumpster business as a entrepreneur, growing. And I do have a lot of results to share with you as far as that, specifically about my business and what's happened in the meantime. I'll record a video here, maybe even today. I'm actually on my 4th week of dry fasting. So talking a lot does drain me of energy more and dries out my mouth a little quicker. But normally I have a lot more saliva. This is day 1. But I do want to share this journey with you guys. If you want more information, the TikTok channel, Daniel Stanton or Daniel Helper, if it's still even there. There might be a new one now. If I already got that takedown, I don't know. I'll put that in the description below, as well as the new YouTube channel. It's called The Radical Helper. I'm a helper. I'm addicted to helping. That's all I know what to do. Okay. So the Radical Helper is the new YouTube channel. Most of everything at the moment, I'm still transferring stuff over and getting it over from TikTok over to YouTube. Eventually I will start up making new content on YouTube, to long form content, to share my journey and to talk about different things, to be an encouragement to others if at all possible. But yeah, it's been a life-changing event. It was going to be either way, and I decided to go the way that I believed would actually help me. I was right. So grateful for the process. Very close to getting the cancer-free scan confirmation back. The tumor continues to shrink. I could probably rip parts of the tumor off if I wanted to, but I'm choosing not to. Just let it do it the natural way. We've done natural all the way up to this point. Let's keep that rhythm going. That's where I've been. I've been off. I didn't get off YouTube because I didn't see money in the YouTube money or something. I didn't get off because I don't even know if there are any rumors or if anybody cares. I don't really know or care if anybody cares, but I got off because I got cancer, and I really haven't been around much. Business is still here. It's growing. It's thriving. It's been fantastic. It's been hell on earth to alone run a business in the middle of wintertime, going through what I've done. But I survived, and I'm still here. And I hope this is somehow an encouragement to any other business owner out there. The will to survive, the will to fight, to thrive, and to not be a victim. I guess that's a whole other video probably, but I decided all the way back then, December 20th, I was not going to be a victim. I was not going to just sit there and take it from doctors or anybody else. I was going to heal, and I was willing to do anything it took to do that. It was just a matter of time before this would happen. And so, besides changing my lifestyle with my food, my relationship with food, just everything, I wanted to save my life and to do it God's way, I believe. And God does not play kiddie games. The way He designed our bodies, in less than 100 days, I reversed everything for free, for water, the cost of water. The old commission didn't happen for the old cancer doctor down in Indianapolis. It's a real shame. He didn't get his Christmas bonus. That's too bad, bud. Anyways, with that, thank you for watching. If you somehow did all the way to this point in the video, I'm back. Videos will be coming slowly. I'm still transitioning my mind back to normalcy, whatever that looks like. I don't know. But I wanted to say something at this point now. to share my journey. There's a whole lot more, again, I could say. If you have questions, if you want to talk to me about stuff, about what I went through, if you have stuff physically you want to go, you're trying to get rid of, you're battling, you've been told that you just have to manage the symptoms because you got the diabetes and the blah 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 blah. I'd love to talk to you, to encourage you, to share with you that I believe 100% it's fully reversible. I got nothing but love for you guys. Thank you for watching. Till next time, God bless. Be relentless.